Hey, Chris, good to talk to you again, brother. With how the PFL season format works, you haven't really been used to other fighters calling each other out and all that drama. So that brings me to my question. How did it feel to see Bubba call you out on his podcast a couple of months ago?
I mean, I'm not surprised by anything that guy does involving me. He's pretty hung up on me. So after he took the loss, the way he took the loss, I didn't really expect him to call me out because I thought the season was basically a wrap. But I definitely knew there would be some banter back and forth. The fact that it actually got parlayed into a fight is pretty cool, though. It's pretty wild.
And after this Friday, I mean, regardless of what the outcome is it safe to say you're done with Bubba Jenkins after this?
Yeah, I've been done with the guy. I mean, I'm in here to get money, man. I'm in here to fucking make money and support my family and do well and do things with that money. I don't give a shit about that guy, but it's an opportunity for me to compete, make money, and do smart things with that money.
Thanks, Chris. I got one more for you. You've been in this season format for quite some time now. I'm sure you're used to it. I'm sure your body likes it. You like the grind. With the recent acquisition of Bellator, it seems like there's going to be more of an opportunity for one-off fights come 2024 and beyond. I was just curious, what are your early thoughts on how you want to approach 2024 in terms of scheduling?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry for the delay. It's something that honestly I'm just still thinking about. I'm focused on this week. I'm focused on, weigh-ins and on Friday. And then that's something that, I've been talking to my family all year about it, and they don't want me to make this weight anymore. And, I love my family and I respect them and it's something that I'm seriously, considering is just being the last time that I'm here at this weight.
That's understandable. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. Can't wait to see you guys fight on Friday.
Thank you.
Chris, do me a favor, scoot up just a little bit.
Sure.
Thank you.
Sorry.
No problem. Jake.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank
Okay.
you.
Hey Chris, happy fight week. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up? Doing good. Last
So,
day before weigh-in, so as good as you can do.
so just going back to what you just said, you're considering moving up a weight class. Just can you kind of talk about that a little bit? Like, would you just go up in your next fight? Like, what are your plans there, or just preliminary talks?
I haven't really had any preliminary talks. It's just that I just I don't have the the want, the drive, the my family doesn't want me to make the weight anymore. It's just a lot on me. I'm a big guy for the weight. And whatever that means, it means. If it means I'm done, it means I'm done. If it means that there's opportunity for me on some one-off stuff at 55, I still love competing. I'm still so passionate about it, but uh, you know, I think you watched your last run of me at featherweight in the PFL season format.
And do you have interest in doing lightweight season format, or that would be more of one off, it seems, or again, too early, you don't really know?
Um, yeah, I don't really know yet. Honestly, season's a long season, so I've been doing it for 5 years, almost 20 fights in 5 years. So um, we'll see. I don't know what opportunities will be available to me from the PFL side. I don't know what value they see in me, so I have to hear from them.
Well, Bubba first, and then you can figure out the rest, man. But I am curious about your overall thoughts on PFL Bellator merger and what opportunities that could present itself for you.
I'm I'm um I'm really happy for the PFL that they're growing, and I said this in a couple of previous interviews, but it's so cool to see the growth from year one to now. It's only 5 years, and look at it already, acquiring Bellator, another like huge organization. So um, I'm a PFL guy through and through, man. And hopefully it opens more doors, yeah, to like some one-off stuff, and that would be cool. Or, you know, maybe it opens the doors to me doing something outside of being in the cage, punching and kicking. Who knows? You know, I think that I'm an intelligent guy, and I've been around this sport for a long time. So maybe I'm in a different role. I don't know, but I would love to be a part of it. I really would.
Appreciate the time. Best of luck. Best of skill.
Thanks.
Breeze.
Hey, Chris, it's Breeze with the MMA Breeze. I
Yo,
just,
what's up?
how's it going, man? I
Good,
just,
man.
I wanted to just touch on kind of what you opened the door for us with about 55 and, you know, maybe even the prospect of doing something other than fighting. But just to play a little devil's advocate, you know, you have posted it and shared on your Instagram yourself and the shape that you've been in since joining the PFL. You seem to be aging like fine wine. You're out here performing fantastically. So your performances are great. And when we spoke with you, felt like just yesterday, how Jermaine Sterling brought the belt back and you were gassed up, ready to do something big for Long Island yourself. And each run has been very, very close to greatness. So has there been something that's happened since the last time we talked and heard that from you that's made you feel like it's maybe time to just slow down? Or is it negotiations or anything like that? Or you just feel like you kind of paid your dues and looking for different types of things to intrinsically gratify you now?
It's just so hard for me to make the weight, man. If anybody follows me and sees what I go through, my family does see that, my friends see it, my coaches see it, and they're always concerned, and they just don't want to see me do it anymore. They've literally sat me down and asked me, please, we don't want you to do this anymore. And I'm a family guy, man. It's not sad, and I feel it too. Trust me, I'm sitting here right now, like, just telling myself, like, this is the last day you're ever gonna have to sit here and feel like this. Because no, I'm gonna look you guys in the camera right now, and I hope this changes something. No fucking athlete that competes at this high of a level should be this depleted and having to go fight and try to kill the other guy the next day. That is the opposite of what you do in sports. So I know it's our choice, but we're kind of forced into that, and something needs to change. They got to figure something out, but it's not healthy. It's not healthy to pull all that water out of your body and then try to force it all back in, and then think you're going to have the best performance of your life all the time, right? If I told you that Patrick Mahomes has to cut 30 pounds before his game against the Eagles, and then he's got to take the hits, and he's got to perform, and he's got to hopefully throw 3 touchdown passes, you would say to yourself, there's no way that guy's going to wind up in the hospital. So that's how I feel about weight cutting now at this point. I'm 36, man. I've been doing this since I was a kid. It's I love to compete. I know I'm right there. I just thought I beat the guy who's fighting for the belt, but it's like, you know, how many times can you make this weight?
What do you think the solution is for that? Like maybe more wrestling style with same day weigh-ins, or is there a solution?
Same day weigh-ins, real legit hydration tests, like what one tried to do. Something, man. But this ain't it. This ain't it.
And last thing from me, Chris, I appreciate you, is with this being such a grudge match and a trilogy, do you feel any extra pressure to go out there and get a finish or do something differently this time?
Nah, man. I feel like I got nothing to lose against this guy. But look at what I'm telling you guys. He thinks I have like some sort of pressure on me that just doesn't exist. He's the one who has pressure on him. He's the one looking to come back to that season format division in the same weight next year. And he's the one they're probably looking at being like, you know, this guy's pretty boring for the most part, and he hasn't been winning. So pressure's on him. I'm going out there. I know I've been fighting well. I know there's a chip on my shoulder. I'm coming in there to test that fucking chin. I know that chin's weak. I know it's rattled, and mine ain't. mine's fine. So let the landlord come fucking get his money. That's what I have to say. Come get your fucking money because I'm squatting, brother. I'm squatting and I ain't giving you shit.
Thank you, Chris. Best of luck.
Thanks.
Mills.
Hey, how's it going, Chris? MMA Locker Room, part of Pub Sports Radio.
What's up, brother?
Nothing much. Let's just talk about something. You started off in 2018. We're in 2023 now. It's about 5 years went by. 19 fights in the promotion. I don't know if this is correct, but I want to say you're probably one of the fighters with the most fights in the promotion since signing with it. Coming out of it from the UFC, now you got a lot of up and coming fighters coming from other promotions over here. Is there any advice that you would give any of these fighters since you have so much experience with the PFL?
The new guys here, you're saying, or just new guys in general? What do you
Yeah, just the new guys that's going to be coming over.
oh, from like Bellator and stuff?
Correct.
Get ready, man, because listen, I wrestled and I thought, oh, this is gonna line up perfect because I wrestled, I was making weight all the time, I was competing all the time. But really get ready because when you squeeze 4 fights in from April to like November, I mean, the pressure is on to stay healthy, to keep your weight right all the time, to be ready to compete every 8 weeks. And in your mind, it's like, yeah, that's easy to do, but in practice, it is much more difficult to do. You have to become disciplined and you got to start doing it yesterday. I would say, like, really commit to that best idea you have in your mind of how you would want to treat the day-to-day as the athlete you want to become, and execute it, man. Just keep executing it. And that consistency, that's going to give you the results in this type of a format, is to just day in and day out execute consistency.
Got it. And I mean, let's just talk about some other things too. I mean, you started off with Ring of Combat, fought in the UFC. Just haven't really been in the Bellator, but now we're going to have other fighters coming in from Bellator. I know you're saying the tournament style is something that you're not looking forward to, fighting 4 times in the season format. I mean, it's a good time right now to maybe talk to the managers and see about maybe fighting some of those welterweights at Bellator, or even, you know, the little lightweights down there. What do you think about that?
Yeah, man, I didn't know how I was going to approach this, but, you know, like I said, this is the last time you're going to see me at 145. It just is. I've made that decision. My family's made that decision. And this is probably the only man that could have brought me back down to this weight in this place, is just the overwhelming desire to punch him in the face over and over, because I hate everything about making the weight. Everything else about the sport I'm in love with still. Love the training day to day. I love getting in there and fighting another guy, and I love the build-ups, and I just want to be healthy though. I don't want to cut weight anymore.
Got it, man. Thanks for talking to you. Thanks for all your time.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Wade. Appreciate you.
Thank you as always, Tony.